new parts have arrived from the factory without issue. They'll be fitted to the car in time for the next session.
We're here at the magical Circuit de Monaco for one of the most challenging qualifying sessions on the Formula One calendar. Who can add their name to the illustrious list of Monte Carlo pole sitters here today? And I'm here, of course, with Anthony Davidson on what has turned out to be a very pleasant day indeed. No weather to interfere, no problems on the track, so absolutely no room for error.
Well, that's further back than we'd like, but don't worry about it. Just means more fun for us tomorrow.
So qualifying is complete and we're all set for an exciting race tomorrow. Your top three.
Good day today. Tell us about it from your perspective. It looks like you've really been focusing on research and development this season. You didn't practice much this weekend. Are you saving your car for the race? Were those faults a bad omen for qualifying and the race? You left a lot of paint on the walls today. Appreciate your time.
Bad luck in qualifying. That's not exactly ideal. But there's no points for Saturday.
A proper road race, and in the true meaning of the word. That was how Mr. Monaco, the late great Graham Hill, once described this iconic event. The cars we drive have come a long way in the intervening half-century, but still we race on those same public roads beside the Mediterranean Sea. There's no victory more coveted than that of the Monaco Grand Prix. The astonishing Circuit de Monaco is, for all intents and purposes, virtually unchanged since its inaugural race back in 1929. The faster cars of today, though, ensure the 19 corners past the casino and along the seafront remain as thrilling as ever. A 2.1-mile lap here takes us around an entire country, yet never more than inches from the race-ending barriers. Anthony Davidson is here once again for today's Grand Prix. Let's talk about Red Bull. We have a number of changes to the aerodynamic regulations this year, and the signs haven't looked good for them so far in terms of getting to grips with those changes.
There are a few downcast looks within the team this weekend. I think they've been hit fairly hard by the new regs. But this is only the first step down a long road of development, and even if they don't maximise their points today, there are plenty more up for grabs this season.
So before the off, let's remind ourselves of yesterday's qualifying session with a look at the starting grid. Daniel Ricciardo starts from pole position today, and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Raikkonen, Verstappen, Sebastian Vettel and Perez, Alonso, Bottas, Hülkenberg and Charles Leclerc, Sainz, Ocon, Stoffel Van Dorn and Grosjean, Ericsson, Magnussen, Brendan Hartley and Sergei Sorokin. Varsandi and Lance Stroll rounds off the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track.
No heroics into Saint-Devote, please. We're in amongst the pack and just need to stay in one piece. Okay, how was the pull away? You'll have a bit more grip than that on the start, but we need to warm the tyres properly now. Make sure you get some heat into the brakes as well. Radar is clear, weather is looking good for now. Be careful with the front wing, you've taken some minor damage. Okay, that's a good start. Keep it up. Are you okay? That was a big one. Confirm you're okay, please.
It was a magnificent race and a drive right out of the top draw to take the win for Red Bull today. Tell me, Ant, what was the key to this success?
I feel like consistency was probably the key today. There's being quick, and then there's being quick lap after lap after lap. If you can do that, you can capitalise on other people's errors without making many of your own. And that's an approach that can push you a long way up the field.
And as the adrenaline dies down after another eventful Grand Prix, here come the top three out onto the podium. So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. Kimi Räikkönen takes the lead of the Drivers' Championship. Now then, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
Difficult call, but I'd...
Well, things didn't really go your way today. Tell us what happened. Your car is looking a little beaten up. What happened out there today? You're no longer in the top spot. Are you hoping to regain it? Your battle got a bit heated, didn't it? Great. Well, that's everything.